Good evening and welcome to the Select Board. Today is May 10th. Call to order. Everyone's here except Lonnie. I don't see him on there yet. All right. There's going to be a couple changes. I just want to put those on here first. Under new business, consideration of liquor license renewal for the Beacon. We are not doing that tonight. It's not ready to go yet. So we're going to take that one off. And under executive session, we have another one to add under there, and Sue has all the nice little language for that. All right, so can I have a motion to approve the minutes of April 19th?
Moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? All right. All right, can I have a motion to open up public hearing? Don't we have to have a motion to open it for public hearing? Yeah, I got it right for a change.
Move to open the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor? All right, so this is a public hearing on the annual town meeting warrant articles. I did mention to Sue, I think this is kind of backwards, but if there's anybody here in the audience anywhere that has questions on any of the warrant articles, please raise your hand. Please ask questions. You can wait a few seconds. Charisse, she's waving her hand. Go ahead, Charisse.
Hey there. I just thought it would be good to provide perhaps a brief overview where this is the public hearing and being recorded for those that might tune in later that aren't able to attend tonight. If you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Brief one. I'll try to be brief. So I think it's important for the public to know what the budget goals that the selectmen set back at their December meeting. And there's 5 of them. And the first one is maintaining or lowering the tax rate. Presently, it's at 14.10. That's our mill rate presently. So maintaining or lowering that rate. Continuing commitment to the improvement and maintenance of town roads. Undesignated fund balance can be utilized within existing policy to accomplish priority 1. All budget areas are on the table for discussion and review. And core services driven budget. So, you know, we definitely keep those items in mind when we're developing this. It's a pretty intensive process between, you know, management, myself, meeting with department heads, them doing their presentation before the budget finance committee, the selectmen, and then warrant preparation. So it is quite a process. So just to give a quick overview of budget highlights, I'd like to talk about revenues a little bit. We're projecting those to be about 300,000 more than the fiscal year that we're in now, and that's primarily due to state revenue sharing increases and slight increases in excise tax and code enforcement permit fees. The proposed municipal gross budget, there's two variables here before factoring in your revenues. Because we are considering, the voters will be taking action on either to approve taking the Raymond Village Library as a town operated department or not. That will decipher the municipal gross budget, you know, once that vote is taken. So we're either going to be up about 463,000 or 8.3%. or 593,000 or 10.63%. And this is the municipal budget only. A couple of the items that are driving this budget is the public safety budget. They're looking to increase staffing levels, and when you do that, you increase the coinciding benefits for full-time employees. And we're also increasing the capital improvement program for paving by 100,000, and as you know, with the price of petroleum right now, we're going to have to do less with what little bit more money we put in the budget. We have a warrant article this year in regards to borrowing to lease purchase a new rescue pumper apparatus for $500,000, and that was to combine basically two pieces of apparatus into one, making it more functional, and it also extends the life of one of the other apparatus that they presently have. We have looked at our fund balance policy and what we can use within those guidelines. And our policy states that we'll maintain a level of 15% of the prior year's tax commitment. And we are basically right around that area at 2.1 million is what is estimated at this time. I have, now that we know what the RSU 14 school budget is and the Cumberland County budget, I have estimated that we're either looking at either a 0.7 or 0.8 increase in the mill rate based on a conservative valuation increase of 10 million by our tax assessor. That is very conservative. We have set aside funding for comprehensive plan update. So that will be coming forward. And just so people understand, you know, the breakdown of the mill rate is 73%, 73% of it is the school. The county is between 5 and 6%, and the town is about 22%. So just for those that want to know where the municipal budget actually falls in setting that mill rate. And I think, I don't know if the town manager has anything that he would like to talk about in regards to the budget development and maybe some highlights.
Well, I think you kind of covered the highlights. I would like to congratulate you on your first budget. I enjoyed putting that together with you, and I think you did a good job, excellent job actually, and so very pleased to have you, I would tell you that. And
Thank you.
I'm happy to answer any questions, and if there are public questions, but I think you covered it.
Thank you.
All right. I'm not seeing anybody questioning. I do want to say hi to Brian. Oh, there he is. Brian, I haven't seen you in a long time. I just
I know.
texted Ralph and I said, is that you? And he goes, yeah. Oh, Sue too, yeah.
Yes, it is. I've been away for a while. So
Yep.
tell me, there must have been a sea change while I was gone, because I was kind of shocked to look like all of a sudden we're taking over the library, which before it was, no, we're not doing the library. And the library was very contentious when I was on the budget committee. So now, I guess the question is, how many permanent employees will there now be that are going to be, I presume they're going to be town employees?
Yes.
How many will there be?
So it is not contentious anymore. I have been on the board, the library board, for the last couple years. And
Yeah.
so they have been absolutely great. We have worked together with the town, and it is good. It is really good. And so I poked the bear a bit, you know me with poking the select board, and wanted to bring it on, the library on. And I think it'd be great under the town, but there's going to be full-time Allison, I believe full-time Rachel, and Deb, you can hop on here and let me know, and part-time Karen, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's true.
Deb Hutchinson is the president of the library board.
Right. And I understand your confusion, because we did fight that for years and years and years. and
No,
really
it was a battle. It was
know.
like, no, there's no way you're going to have it. This is ours and that's it. So I
I
go, wow, that's a
know.
good fight. But now you've given up. No, just kidding.
No,
So,
it's a good merger. It's a good merger.
No,
It
it's
really
really
is.
good. I've always supported. I said, well, this would probably be better as a town operation overall. But of course, it means that the town gets a say in some of the things that before they were independent to do what they wanted to do. I don't
Right.
know exactly how that's going to work in terms of who gets to decide what books are bought or whatever. I
We
presume
did
that's going to be like the library board or something.
We did a memorandum of understanding between the town and the library board. The good thing is, I think we're both on both pages, and Allison will be working with Dawn. You know what I mean? But Allison's going to be a department head, I believe. I don't want to assume anything, but that's, yeah, okay, whatever. And we're going to keep moving forward with what the library's mission is too. And I do believe that the library is going to have friends of the library that will still be working on some fundraising. And yeah, it's going to pretty much move on under Dawn.
Right.
Now-
That's good. I'm really all for that. It's just, I knew that there was this disconnect before, and I thought we really need to work together. And I'm really glad to see that has happened. I'm sure it will be an asset for sure for the town. And so I congratulate your efforts. Thank you very much.
I would just like to say, to clarify, that Allison will be a department head. I won't be picking out books. The Board of Selectmen won't be picking out books. Allison and the library directors will be picking out books. And so I've been through one of these consolidations, mergers, if you want, before, and it went very well then. I have no reason to believe this one won't go similarly. And I think it'll be a big advantage to the library in a number of ways, and also to the town, because you will be able to expand the offerings that we provide with the library. And I think to network with the other town department heads, sharing resources, working together, it's a logical thing to do. There's a mix in Maine between private libraries, nonprofit private libraries, municipal departments. Some are hybrids, but and I've kind of been with all those different sorts of models over my career. But I think it'll, in this instance, there will still be fundraising. There'll still be efforts in that way. I know that the library staff and the board will work on that, but the focus won't be as much, hopefully, on the constant churn of fundraising, and maybe more time dedicated to developing, improving, and broadening the offerings of the library to the community. I think a good example is what we just went through with our, rec department. We have Joe Crocker here who's going to talk about some things that he wants to implement. And we went from an all volunteer sort of effort forever to now a rec department. It's going great guns. He's been very successful at, at raising revenues at the Tasseltop Park and improving the town's offerings across the board with respect to recreation for all ages. I expect the same sort of thing for the library. This is going to be a really exciting time for them and for us as we work together collaboratively. And I think, not that they haven't done a great job in the past, but I think they'll now have the resources and tools to do even more.
Well,
So I'm
that's
excited.
great. I'm hoping, some other states could look at your example, I hope we don't have any issues like, wait a minute, what's that book doing in the library? I'm not opening that discussion, but I'm just saying it's out there. But congratulations, that's great. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good seeing you again, Brian.
Good to see you, Teresa.
Anybody else have any questions? Do we have a number that people can call into?
I assume that Sean has put up a number. Yes, he has it up on the top for public comment.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, we've given updates and stuff like that. I'm going to ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
Move to close public hearing. Second.
All in favor? All right, we're going to move on. New business, consideration of awarding audit contract. Sharice.
Okay, so we went out for RFP, request for proposals for auditing services, as we were informed by our current auditor, Smith and Associates, that they will no longer be auditing municipalities. Her focus is going to be nonprofits. So I did a direct mail of the RFP to several auditing firms, and the deadline was, I think it was last Friday, a week ago Friday, and we received one proposal. So I only have one that I can share with you, but I will start out prefacing that it is a very tight market. There's very limited CPA firms that are doing municipal audits. They're having staffing issues themselves, and so it's not really it's a tight marketplace right now. There's not much option for auditing services. It's very limited. So the one that submitted a proposal was RHR Smith out of Buxton, and it's a 3-year contract. And I have worked with RHR Smith at former employers that I've had over the years, including town of Bridgeton, town of Buxton, Franklin County, and as well as when I worked for a nonprofit, Western Maine Community Action. I'm not familiar with who they are assigning as the lead audit team, but I am, very familiar with and working with the owner of the firm and some of his other accountants on staff. So the proposal, I can certainly scan this and email it off to you, but the the bottom line and the price is $9,500 for 3 years. It's a fixed rate for 3 years. That does not include the single audit. If it's necessary, that would be an additional $3,000 for each major program. I'm not sure as we're gonna meet that limit, that threshold. I think the limit is $750,000, and even with ARPA, I don't know as we're gonna be there and have the requirement to have a single audit. So we're looking at for $9,500 for the next 3 years. And I only have the one proposal.
But it's a good proposal in that it's a recognized firm. They're a, very well qualified, have a number of municipal clients. They specialize, it would seem, there are a couple of exceptions, but they specialize in, towns our size and some smaller. There's a couple of larger, but so they have a number of communities they do. And I think they're pretty selective because our former finance director went out to bid and they didn't bid her town. So they kind of select the towns they want to do. And I don't know if it's regional or what they do, because they're kind of around the state too. But I'm pleased to have them. I'd like to have more than one, but I think it's a good proposal, a good firm.
How much did we pay last time?
Right now we're paying $6,700.
But the important thing to know about that is that I negotiated that to be flat for a number of years in a row with Wayne, and then it was honored by the successor partners. And, that I kind of, as opposed to going out to bid many years ago, I arranged for a fixed rate price. And my guess was going to be that we were going to be at 10, which is more like the market. So I'm happy with 95. We've held it low for years and years. Significantly lower than what towns our size generally pay, I believe.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid from RHR Smith for auditing.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? All right. Next one, consideration. No, I was gonna jump over that one. Consideration of setting the 23-24 Tassel Top Cabin rental weekly fees. Before Joe speaks, Joe, I want a week down there at this year's rate and not next year's rate.
You can have October.
There you go.
Only week available.
Oh my, that's great though. Yeah.
You can't have the first week of November. It's spoken for.
That's for Sue, election night.
Oh. That's good. That is good.
Yes, I mean, we're booked 19 out of the 21 available weeks. I'm proposing a weekly rental of $1,500. And the reason for this is after, I think we raised in my first year $50. And we've done a lot of improvements to the cabin. We've looked at updating a lot of different areas of the cabin and looking at comparables of weekly rentals for each guests. I mean, you're looking at, I've seen some at $1,000 a night. So we would be raising this, and this would be about $215 a night. I think that's fair for what you get. You get your private beach spot. You get, we waived a bunch of the daily car fees, so they can, if they have family members that are going to stop by, they can park in there, there and walk down to with the family. We don't charge for firewood, so it's kind of all inclusive. And on top of that, we've also we're doing all the linens and stuff, so people don't have to bring them, because we found that people from Massachusetts, New York, it's just extra packing of pillows and stuff like that. So we're doing all the laundering as well. So that's another reason why we are looking at increasing the price.
How much is it now, Joe?
Right now it's 1050. So plus tax, it's a little bit, I think it's 1144 a week.
So we're looking at the 23 season right now?
Yeah, it's tough because we the tassel top season is cut between the fiscal year. So we would look at in October invoicing out for the 23-24 season. So that'd be next May. So that'd be May 2023.
Do you have people booked for then already?
What I do is at the end of the week, you're grandfathered for that week. So I offer that same week for next season. And if they don't accept it, then it goes back out to the public to reserve.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'll tell you that usually everyone that books that the week usually re-ups. We don't have many that abandon that week.
And
Do you
even
think-
with the 500 increase?
Oh, I haven't offered that yet.
All right.
I think $1,500 is still a bargain, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's a way big bargain.
Yeah.
You got a beach.
I
You don't
agree.
get that.
Yeah, you get your own private beach on Sebago Lake. I've honestly looked at comparables, and they're, anything on the lake, you're looking at $1,500 a night. That's sleep 12 plus. So granted, ours is a little bit more rustic, but Barry and Karen have done wonders at really making it beautiful and comfortable. So I feel like 1,500, we'll keep it there for a little while, and then it can reevaluate. But
Good,
when that's come through the door, it's a steal. So
yes.
All right, I'll make a motion to accept Joe's recommendation of $1,500 a week.
I second that.
All in favor? All right.
thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Consideration of new road names. Sue.
So we have a number of them tonight, and normally they come in once every few meetings, but we've had a change of staff for who is the E911 addressing officer, and it's now Bruce Tupper, the fire chief. And it's taken a bit to get the whole communication thing down with who needs to be notified for what. So I think we've ironed that out. We've gone back through all the records since Kayla left and found all of the streets that still need your approval. So we've got Settlers Ridge, that's a new subdivision down off Cape Road. That one needs to begin its numbering at 100 because it's similar to other roads in Wyndham and Casco. Jenny Lane, it was previously a driveway off Tarkill Hill Road. Proudy's Island Road, and there is a note, Proudy's actually should be spelled Proutyys. There's no E in Proudy's. It's named for a family. And that one is kind of funny because of E911 rules. It needs, even though it's an island, there's only one place on it. It needs an address. So it needs a road. There is no road, but they're just calling the island a road.
There
So
you go.
it's just for Proudy's Island. Hillside Drive is off Patricia Avenue. It's a new subdivision. Honey Hill Road is off Webb's Mills Road. That's a new subdivision. So this will catch us up, and then we should be back to 3 or 4 times a year you see a new street name.
I'll make a motion to accept all 5 street names.
Second.
All in favor? All right. Public comment. Dum,
I
dum,
don't
dum.
see any members of the public right now, Madam Chair.
No, I think everybody left. All right, selectmen comment. Go ahead, Joe.
Thank you. Having seen the numbers from the Raymond School Committee as to the size of the Raymond part of the Raymond Wyndham school budget, quick calculations tell me that Raymond will be paying $20,750 per student to go to RSU 14. That is a big chunk of change, and will have a huge impact on our tax rate in Raymond. So as Sharice said earlier, we're only 23% of the entire mill rate. The school budget is over 70%, 73%. We're paying $550,000 more this year than we did last year with 7 less students. Just so everybody's aware, we need to talk to our school board members and find out what are they doing? Are they even looking at the budget or just accepting what's thrown in front of them?
I agree with Joe on that.
It's hard. Our budget is really low. So what happens is we have to try and keep the whole town within a little square, I like to put something in there as a selectman and as a citizen, vote for the library to be joined with the town. I'm putting my 2 cents in out there. So vote yes, please, on 24 and 25 articles. All right. Anybody else with selectman comment? Nope. All right, moving on. Town manager's report.
Thank you. So we're still seeking interested citizens for service on our comprehensive plan committee. They're coming in slowly. I guess the latest push has been a couple more interested citizens. So hopefully we'll be bringing a slate of names forward, and or I'll discuss with the chair how you want to handle that. I'm assuming you may want to do interviews as you probably have done in the past. It's been so long. I assume that's what we did back years ago. So what's the total now, Sue? Do you know how many people altogether off the top of your head?
Believe what I took to you before was like 7, and we've had 2 more come on. I was just looking for the names.
We don't need the names, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's good. At least we got more.
Yeah, but we've had 2 more, and you had originally said when you all discussed it, you were hoping for between like 9 and 11. So if we could get a couple more, so you have some to choose from, that would be nice.
So we'll advertise some more and maybe bring that to you with all deliberate municipal speed. That's how this one's gone. So we're going to be doing a pre-construction meeting. Nathan is with the engineers on the sidewalk project. Speaking of all deliberate municipal speed, there's one for you. So that will result in setting a start date for construction, and then we'll do public notices, and Glidden Paving, which is a company we're well accustomed to, was the low bidder, and Sebago Technics, our house engineering firms, doing the engineering. It's a 50-50 state cost share, and so that's going to happen, which will be pretty exciting after all these years. And as far as general roads, Nathan's going to wait until the fall when we get back our half reimbursement, which is order of magnitude $300,000. But he'll be doing Mountain Road overlay, and he'll be doing Swans Road overlay. So those are the major overlays coming in the year ahead. So a lot of activity despite the high cost of bituminous asphalt. And now I guess I'm ready to do dates. You're ready for that? So dates for upcoming regular meetings: June 21st, July 12th. Reminder of upcoming election schedule: May 18th, budget vote at Wyndham High School Auditorium, 6:30. May 27th, deadline to change parties to vote in the primary on June 14th. June 9th, deadline to request absentee ballots. June 14th, state primary, municipal officers, and RSU 14 budget elections at the Jordan Small Middle School gym, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then a reminder of the upcoming holiday schedule: Monday, May 30th, Memorial Day.
So regarding the election coming up, I just want to remind you, Dawn and Sue and Melissa, I guess too, regarding getting in the newspaper article, whatever we can get in that article for people to read as far as the election goes, so especially with the library breaking that down too.
Well, we can have another discussion about that as we did last issue.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yep, that works.
Let's do that.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna switch the executive sessions around. I'm gonna do the award of the scholarships last. Let's go in, Sue, can you do the one up of yours first, please?
Yeah, you mean the added one first?
Yes.
Okay. And that one's going to be discussion of how to proceed with a pending legal issue pursuant to 1 MRSA subsection 4056E.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Have a
Second.
second?
Second.
All in favor? All right,
So I'll make a breakout room.
okay. A motion to come out of executive session, he's back.
So moved.
Move to come out of executive.
Yeah. All in favor? All right, can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to proceed as discussed in executive session.
Second.
All in favor? All right. Okay, can I have the motion for discussion of labor contracts and proposals, please?
Make a motion to go into executive session under Title I MRSA subsection 4056D to discuss labor contracts.
Second.
All in favor?
Make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
All in favor? Do you notice we keep getting smaller as far as the Brady Bunch here? Because we keep losing people. All right, one more executive session.
Make a motion to go into executive session under Title I subsection 4056F to discuss scholarship applications.
Second.
All in favor? Yep. All right.
Move to come out of executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Move
All right.
to handle as discussed in the executive session on scholarships.
Second.
All in favor?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Bye, guys.
Good
Bye,
night.
guys.
Good night.
Aye.